First inning, we had a little bit of a rocky start that first inning, but our kids battled back with the bases loaded and nobody out. And so I think defensively, as a coach, you're as proud as every one of them. And so I think Jade is the one that did the stymied their offense.
Jade, in that first inning, they loaded the bases, nobody out. You get out of it.
Well,
What happened there?
it's a little nerve-wracking at first, but I just had to calm down and focus and had to help my team get out of it because I wanted to be the first people to put runs on the board and not them.
Was there anything in the scouting report where you thought you could get some hits off these people? I mean, they haven't given up a whole lot of runs. Was that something you thought, if you were aggressive, you could do?
We knew that they had decent speed, but it wasn't going to be like overpowering. So I think that we all had confidence that we would be able to like catch up with the ball, and as long as we were seeing it, we'd hit it.
And I think our coaches prepared us really well for what was coming, and they helped us out tremendously since they got to go watch the game.
And just in the scouting report, or what ways?
In the scouting report of the other team, yeah.
You were able to really get things going there in the third inning with your RBI, and you guys just pulled away. Obviously, at that point, that was kind of the game. Was there something about Casey's pitches that appealed to you today, or was it something that she was placed in just a place that you wanted it to be?
Yeah, I'm not one that's too picky at the plate. If it's like near me, I usually swing most of the time. So like it was right there in a good spot, and there wouldn't have been any RBIs to get if the other girls wouldn't have gotten on. So you got to give them a lot of that credit too, hitting and walking. They did well.
Despite having that sizable lead, did you feel like you were in a good place, knowing Williamsburg was just as apt to potentially come back and put a lot of runs on the board?
Yeah, that last inning, they got that hit with 2 outs, and I'm like, oh no. And then I'm like, wait, we have enough. If they score 1 or 2 here, we have to get 1 out before they score, 8 or 9 runs. So I thought the odds that inning were a little in our favor.
Coach, your last 4 ball games now, only 2 runs allowed. This late in the tournament, that's remarkable.
Well, yeah, again, it's Jada throwing, and it's Cora catching, and it's the kids playing behind them in defense, and you just got to. I can't say enough about Coach Perkins, because Coach Perkins works really hard with Jada and with Cora, and like I've said, they're clicking, and it's just a really great feeling. But to come out and again attack the ball like we did today, coming off of a regional tournament, that's just outstanding.
Growing up and watching Crestview softball have success like you guys did, now it's your turn to play on this stage. What does it mean to you to play on this stage and then get a win and earn a chance to play Saturday?
Actually, growing up and seeing all this go on and being at every game, it's a big difference when you're out on the field. It's awesome looking up in the stands and seeing all your family and your community behind you. And knowing my sister got to do this in 11 and her playing Strasburg Franklin in the championship, that makes me want to come back and just get it more.
I would say same kind of thing with watching your family. A lot of my cousins, like over half of either, got to regional state, like pretty far in the tournament. My cousin Allie coached. She never played, but she coached, I think, 5 times down here. And so it's just kind of like, I want to be better than them. So you want to, get just that little bit further so you can have bragging rights.
I don't know. I guess when I was little, my dad's the AD at Crestview, so he always drove the bus for the girls down here, and I'd always be the little bus girl with Coach's daughter, Kristen, and we'd annoy the players, and we wouldn't realize kind of what they were playing for and all the stakes, but it's gotten me here, and it's got, all of that has given me motivation to be where I am right now. So I thank all the players who've been here before for that.
Sydney, you couldn't miss the ball, it seemed like tonight. A homer shy of the cycle. You found the gaps everywhere. What was going through your head, going up there?
I don't know. I think she just gave me the pitches that I wanted, and I think that she kind of I lucked out, and she did it on the pitches she gave me because she gave them me right where I wanted them.
Or you did the small ball thing kind of early. You bunted, you tried to steal and didn't get any runs, and then you throw 7 on them. You know, was that just how it worked out, or did you say let's be a little more aggressive and go for it?
Well, yeah, we've been aggressive all year, and I knew they had a really good catcher. And as a coach, I'm one that I want to see it early.
Mm-hmm.
So we tried to steal, and I think she showed us early that she was the real deal behind the plate. So you know, that's just us. We try those kind of things, but again, I don't know. Did we score 6 runs? I don't know how many runs we scored. There was 6 or 7. I just looked at the scoreboard, kept saying I don't think it's enough. But you know, the 2 games in the regional, we had 1 big inning, and that was a nice big inning. I think was it 2nd inning or 3rd inning? I'm not even sure. 3rd inning. So. Yeah, I mean, from top to bottom, and then when we scored our runs there, and the 3 runs add on there at the end, you know, that was 5, 6, 7, and 8 hitters. So I mean, the top of the order, Brady and Jada and the Cora in the top of the order for the first 7 runs, and the last 3 is the bottom of the order. And so right now, I mean, the kids are getting. I mean, as a coach, I don't know what to say. I mean, from Cora to Cody. Everybody's a threat. Everybody goes to the plate, believing. We tell you, you got to dictate the plate. You got to own the pitcher. You got to have that mentality. You can't take your last at bat to the dish with you because that one's over. You can't get it back. All you can do is just make it personal against that pitcher and go out and try to attack. And these girls buy into that, and they do it, very, very well.
You know, they're in that 3rd inning. You guys get those 7 runs off of Smith, and then, you know, Waiters comes in, kind of just dominates, you know, strikes out 8 of 11. You know, how big was it? I mean, obviously you couldn't tell the future and know, you know, what's going to happen, but how big was that inning alone?
The 7?
The 3rd inning, yeah.
Or the 3rd, yeah, the 6 or 7 runs at 3rd inning. I mean, it was huge because, you know, we knew how good they were going to be. We knew whether it was right-handed or left-handed, they were going to be right there. So, you know, it would have been a dream come true, and I guess it was, to put 7 runs on the board because we were expecting to play a 1-0, 2-1 ball game because that's the respect that we had for Rick and his team. And you know, you don't come down here undefeated without really having a heck of a nice ball club. So it was just huge. And I know Jada told me earlier today, she said, you know, if you get a couple runs in, I settle down and I start really zoning in, and I think she did. So, Jada, we got you as many as we could. All right? Are you happy with it?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
You know, you mentioned, Jada, in 2011, you know, lost in the state final to Strasburg Franklin. You guys get that chance again on Saturday. You know, whole new team. I know none of you guys have played a state before. Your sister was on that team. For you individually, is this kind of some revenge to get back from Maddie, your sister?
Yes, it is. My sister, we talked about this, and we just planning the future, I guess. We were just talking about all the scenarios, and she really wants this one as much as I do, actually. So, yeah, it's going to be a big game, and it's going to be a close game. Strasburg Franklin is a good ball club. I watched them a little bit today. They're really good, and I'm ready for it.
Your coach looking forward to Strasburg Franklin. I know the past few times we've talked, you said you expect this 1-run ball game, but something happens, and you know that's not the case. Strasburg Franklin, would you say, you know, with how good they were, you watched them today, you know, kind of what are you looking for on Saturday?
Well, you know, they scored their 2nd run, you know, playing small ball, trying to squeeze, and Hillsdale didn't really execute it like they should. So Bud and his team, they're going to come at you in all different angles. I know this year